up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 7. So many people have questions about the titling for this video. I'm just going to say, for Love and Hip Hop videos from here on out, they are going to be titled by the name of the episode. And I'm just need you guys to get used to that. I know that it is an inconvenience. It's much easier to spot out when it says Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but we just got to change it up for now. Okay, so that's all we need to talk about that, you guys. Let's get to the review, shall we? Yo, I've been out of the studio for a whole month, and I've been cranking out tunes left and right trying to get to a hit. My last hit was what? Sexy Can I? And you guys know how long ago that was. So he's hitting up a girl named Bridget Kelly. And evidently Bridget Kelly is legit because she was once signed to Jay-Z. I guess Rockefeller. Now he is concentrating on getting this hit, and I guess he thinks Bridget Kelly is the one to help him get to it. Now she comes in pretty girl, and she tells him how she's been pigeonholed into this melancholy kind of, kind of like blase, a little Janae Aiko-ish. She doesn't sound like her, but just that kind of, you get high and you just sit back on the couch, and I don't get high, y'all, but you know what I'm talking about. So he was like, let me hear a little bit. So she starts singing, and he was just like, that's exactly what you said you did not want to sound like. I got something else for you. So he has this studio engineer, whatever, to play a little bit of this music. That's the kind of music that you need to be doing right now, okay? Because when I look at you, I see pretty girl. Like this piano, you need to get on top of it. And I see you with a fur coat and a bikini. So he's trying to get her to sing, I guess, the hook in this song. And even though she's not used to this kind of sound, he's like, you got to be a risk taker. Okay, you can't get stuck in that same old same. She's just saying this is just totally different from what I've done in the past, but there's a lot riding on this. Okay, Bridget Kelly is trying to make this comeback, and he was just like, trust me, I got you. So later on, he's at the studio with Diamonds and Pearls, and he's letting him hear the finished product of this song that he got with Bridget Kelly. And at first, when I was listening to it, I didn't realize that she was in the song, because Ray J also sings in like a high falsetto kind of sound sometimes. So at first I was just like, what's happening here? But then I realized that the girl was in the song. When he finishes letting them hear it, Diamond and Pearls is like, yeah, that's a hit right there. Okay. And Ray J was like, I'm just thinking like photo shoot tomorrow at the Mondrian. You're going to have Bridget Kelly there, he ready to just put her out there. Diamonds and Pearls was like, well, what's Princess going to think? And he was just like, I ain't told her nothing. I really been trying to avoid her because, his soldiers, his sperm count is low. Diamonds and Pearls was like, yeah, that ain't never a good idea. While them two are talking, in walks Princess looking like old ghetto ass Princess of Narnia. I was like, she got on this cape and this fur, bikini and shit. Child, anyway, all her shit is out, and Ray was just like, what you doing? Put something on, and she was just like, oh, you been out here working and you supposed to be spending time with me. You guys know that old needy ass Princess. She mad because she ovulating and they ain't fucked yet. Okay, and he just been busy, but he was like, you messing up the surprise. And she was like, what surprise is that? I got a room at the Mondrian. It's going to be me and it's going to be you. It's going to be real nice. Diamonds and Pearls is over there listening like, oh, really, Ray J? Because he just actually told Diamonds and Pearls that at the Mondrian, he's going to have this photo shoot, and he got the room for Bridget to do her shoot in. But he left that little bit of information out when he was talking to his girl, Princess. So when she's happy that he's going to spend this time with her, she leaves, and Diamonds and Pearls was like, nigga, you sure that's what you want to do? And Ray J was just, I just gotta cut the photo shoot short. You already know that shit ain't gonna work. So, we at the Mondrian the next day. Princess is so excited. He been working on his scooty bike thing, and now he been working on his music, but finally he's spending time with me. So it's the romantic rendezvous. While she's in the room, okay, the room is all set up. It got the damn camera stand and the lighting and everything. Then the photographer walked by, and she was just like, why the photographer here? He was just like, it's just so I can get pictures. He lying. Princess was looking like, what? And then all of a sudden, Bridget appears in the room, okay? And Princess looks at her and she says, hi, Bridget. And Bridget says, hi, Princess. Like, oh, here I am with the fuck shit. Princess was like, well, it's clear that you're working, so I'm going to let you finish this photo shoot and I'm going to leave, you know. So here go Ray J. He go running out after, wait a minute, Princess. Wait a minute, what I do? And she was like, nigga, you working. You to lie to me and tell me that you got me a room when really this is the room that you doing the photo shoot in. Miss me with all of this, Ray J. Okay, you not never going to change, but he was just like, change what? Like, I ain't even cheating. You act like I'm cheating or something. So she leaves and Ray J take it back in the room and Bridget was just like, see, you wrong. Because now you got me looking crazy with your wife. You know, I just don't appreciate it. I don't like the look. I look like a mariachi. And he was just like, no. You don't see the vision. Don't worry about the costume. Bridget was just like, I'm not feeling it. How many of you guys were surprised that that was the same girl that we saw earlier? I said, that can't be the same girl. She actually looked like Hazel Lee, just with dark hair. But I was just like, that's the same pretty girl that we saw at the beginning. Them curls, them ringlets was not the look. That whole little look was not the look. They even needed to comb that out so it could be bushy and full. But no. So then we see Ray J, you know, he got to get shit right with his girl. So he takes her to the beach, okay? And she's wrapped up in the blanket. Her feelings is hurt. You should always put your wife first. I got to come to the Mondrian and find you doing soft porn with Bridget Kelly. He says, I know it was wrong, but, you know, I just been avoiding you because my sperm count is low. And then he tells us, I didn't want her to know that I was having problems making a baby. But now the jig is up. He's got to tell her. And she's just like, wait a minute. How you know your sperm count is low? He's like, you know, me and Diamonds and Pearls, the fellas went to the sperm bank and he got a count. What's the guy's count? All 75 million. What's your count? Around 9. I said, no, Ray J, you was about 14. I remember the number. But she was just like, oh, that's all it is? That you have a low sperm count? You know, I thought you didn't want to have a baby, but now I know he cares because he went and got his sperm count. And he was just like, he does care. And he is going to make some health changes so that this can happen. He's going to stop smoking and whatever else Ray J does in his recreational time. So now they good. You see how Mona tied it up real nice for the Norwoods? And then for the Thirsty Squad, you guys know that we like to branch them off into their own individual sections of the thirstiness first. Let's talk about Moniece Masika's podcast. I don't believe for 1 second that this is a true podcast. Maybe it is because you guys know I don't really listen to podcasts, although everybody keeps telling me that I should start one. It is in the back of my mind, but kind of far back. But child, the way YouTube acting up, it might easily make it to the front. But anyway, it was really just a shade session. A reason for them to get up there and talk about everybody. Okay, they talk about Hazel Lee. Okay, Nasal He. Call her a bird. They talk about Nikki Baby and the fact that she's a walking condom, sleeping with married men. All right, I was just like, oh, is this a storyline that they're trying to bring in as well? Then they talk about Alexis Skye and how she's trying to be friends with all their friends, but they friends better beware. Anybody trying to be a friend with Alexis is no friend of theirs. Then Moniece even brings up Tiffany. The fact that Tiffany is her girlfriend's best friend, and you would think that they would get along, but you know, they really don't, and she got to go to this brunch, but it's all for her. I was just like, bitch, why are you telling all your business like that? I was just like, and I guess they did this because it was a little VH1 short. You know how they do those extra things on VH1's website, and I think that was a hit. It was an old clip of Moniece and Masika that did it after last season or the season before. So I guess they decided that this would be something cute, but it was just like, y'all really waste your whole full time just sitting around and talking about this same, I mean, they all part of the same fucking crew. Fast forward to this brunch that Moniece was talking about, that AD and Tiffany was going to join her at. You can already tell that she don't really feel like being there, and you can also tell that Tiffany probably heard the podcast. So they sit down and AD, you know, says that it's her wish that them two could just get along. So what is the issue exactly? Honey, Tiffany was just like, well, I'm glad you asked. First of all, Moniece, you're not a lesbian. This whole lesbian thing is convenient for you. And this relationship that you have with AD and AD spending time with your son, that's convenient for you. You need to take care of your own damn son. You're an opportunist and you're scandalous as fuck, okay? That Tiffany was ready for that ass, okay? That bitch had a list. She was like, you got the fucking nerve to call me a damn walking condom? Okay, even though she said that about Alexis, I believe, but maybe she said it about Tiffany too. But Tiffany was like, you must forget that I am a stripper. And I know a whole bunch of people out there, rappers, ball players, entertainers of such. And baby, they done told me a whole bunch of shit about you. You got your fucking nerve calling anybody a walking goddamn condom. Bitch. Moniece was sitting there listening, and I guess she wasn't really ready for the tirade, but you guys also know how Moniece does, you know. She kind of shuts down, and then she just be like, you know what, I am not sitting here listening to this. She decides that she gonna get up and go. AD is just sitting there like, and I told AD yesterday, I said, listen, Tiffany is the type that will blow up your spot, because Moniece was like, I take care of my child. I take care of me. And Tiffany was like, well, that ain't what AD told me. And Moniece was like, well, AD lied to you. Okay, so this is a classic little thing of where, you know, you should be able to confide into your best friend, but when your best friend is messy and might have feelings for you, this ain't a good idea to put your best friend with your girlfriend when everybody women shit. Because y'all know women take it to a whole nother level. So I was just like, yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Now, moving on over to Miss Alexis, that everybody seems to be so worried about today. Alexis is at the beach, I think, or at the park or something, and, you know, she's sitting there and she says that she ain't gonna let no nigga talk down to her, okay, them days is over. But Coochie said that he wanna sit down and talk to her, so, you know, she gonna give him that. Coochie show up, and he was just like, you know what, I talked to my baby mama, she was tripping, and you was right, okay, and I told her that even if it was, I was involved with you, okay, meaning Alexis Skye or anybody else, that still meant that you and I was done, okay, Coochie and Sarah. And he feels bad about what he said about Alexis Skye, okay, nigga got caught up in this whole camera, you know, Hollywood Mona with the producers and everybody there, but he shouldn't have called her community pussy, so he apologizes for that. She was just like, yeah, because, I mean, how you gonna call me pass around pussy when we've been together all that time, all of 1 month? He was like, yeah, you right. Okay, and that shit wasn't right. So I was just like, okay, Coochie. I mean, at least Solo Coochie knows better and shouldn't be saying shit about that when this is supposed to be your girl. So she accepts his apology. They hug it out. They can't be together no more, but they can be friends. Marcus tells us that he trying to fix the shit with Brooke, but he still got to get to this Bwet. And so he has this listening thing where he's gonna sing his new hit single. You know, everybody is a singer or rapper on this damn show. I said, well, at least Mona put some talent on the show. I mean, I don't know how much talent they got, but Marcus is up there singing and everybody is there. It's a random motley group, isn't it? First, you know, we see Moniece and Nia. I know, child, Nia, like... Moniece notices that Lyrica is over there talking with Alexis Skye. Okay, remember what they gave, the warning that they gave, that if you're gonna be friends with them, you can't be friends with Alexis Skye. So she got her good eye on Lyrica. Alexis says she see them two hating ass bitches over there, but she ain't got time to be entertaining them. Okay, Lyrica goes and talks to Brooke in the meanwhile, and Brooke was just like, girl, I ain't here trying to get back with Marcus. He think I want to work it out with him, but I just want the nigga to see what he lost. That Brooke is a beautiful girl too. So is Lyrica. There's some good looking girls on this season. Well, Lyrica says, girl, I'm only here because Diamonds and Pearls wanted me to come. Shit. But listen, I'm having a listening party. I want you to come to it. Brooke was like, girl, I'm there. Okay. Then Lyrica, you know, she goes over to the table where Moniece and Nia's at. And she wants to invite the girls to her listening party as well, you know, and they just like, well, I don't know, like, what's the guest list? Okay, so Lyrica starts telling them who's all coming, and once they get to Alexis Skye, you know, they was like, no, we can't come because Alexis Skye is gonna be there. And she was just like, what's your issue with Alexis Skye? Well, Moniece's issue is that Masika is mad at Alexis, so now Moniece got to be mad at Alexis, and Moniece can't be friends with nobody else that's friends with Alexis. Lyrica was just like, oh, this is all about Masika. Okay, I would be really happy when you bitches learn to think for yourself. Nia, girl, when you finish being a sidekick to this one, okay, then go on and call me. Then all of a sudden, Moniece and Lyrica start arguing, which was very strange because I actually thought that them two was at least cool with each other, and it was sort of awkward to see Lyrica just lashing out. I mean, she was giving it to Moniece, okay, bitch, when you, instead of worrying about Masika and Alexis Skye and the dramas of them, okay, maybe you should work on your singing career, okay, bitch, you want me to write you a hit? Because I can make you a Grammy hit if you want me to, okay, because everybody else that I worked with, you know, Ty Dolla $ign said, there we go, that Ty damn Dolla $ign again. She names off all the people, and I was just like, that's kind of boastful. The shit that you've done should speak for itself. So even though I like Lyrica, that knocked off cool points for me. I know she was mad and she was just trying to get under Moniece's skin, but that kind of shit, y'all know I don't like a snob. Okay, and motherfuckers get to be feeling like they putting on airs, and it's something, it changes into something else for me. So Moniece was taken aback though, okay, because Moniece didn't have really no comeback for her. And when Lyrica walked off, and Moniece said she was, get away from her, and she was gonna whoop her ass, and Lyrica was like, "Bitch, come over here and do it, okay? And you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna go write you a hit." I was like, "Oh." So Lyrica says later for the Mean Girls, okay, she goes and has lunch with Hazel Lee and Alexis Skye. She invites them to her listening party, and then she tells them about the confrontation that she had with Moniece. And Hazel Lee was like, "Well, yeah, that's what Moniece do. Moniece adopts the beef that Masika has. Whatever Masika has, that's what Moniece has." Lyrica was just like, "Well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm over it." Hazel was just like, "Girl, yeah, I know, but you know how it is. Okay, we live in the world of the fake and the phony." And I said, "Bitch, and you right at the top of that list, stop it." Alexis Skye was just like, "I mean, if Moniece want to go there and want to be petty like that, bitch, I can be just as petty." Okay, so now I guess Alexis and Moniece is in some sort of beef. And then later on, we see Masika. She's supposedly looking for a new house, I guess, so she's out with a real estate agent. I was just like, "You buying a house in Los Angeles, girl? Okay, that's not impossible. Let me not hate on the girl, okay? Good if she is buying them houses high as fuck, especially the houses they was looking at." But anyway, Moniece shows up, and Moniece was just like, "Did you see this video that Alexis Skye made?" And it's Alexis, and she's ranting on about, Masika and how Masika is jealous of her. And Masika was just like, "Please, I'm jealous of her." And then she gonna take off her jacket and show her old botched up body out. Girl, you might want to put that jacket back on. After she took it off, she kind of remembered that, this part wasn't all the way right, so she kind of kept her arm in front. I said, "Bitch, I caught that." I don't know what Masika's done to herself. She was such a pretty girl. Oh, just entirely too much work. But anyway, Masika was just like, she is jealous that I had a baby with the man that she was in love with. Okay, no, she's mad that you fucked the man that she was with and had a baby. Let's call it what it is, Masika. But anyway, Alexis Skye goes on to go off on Moniece and, calls her a bad mother and, all of that. And at this point, the bad mother thing has been said so many times, I'm sure Moniece is sick of hearing it. Whether or not it's true or false, I mean, we remember how she used to be. They haven't written that storyline into the show in a long time, but people still pick at Moniece about that bad mother thing, and it's clear that it still bothers her. So, Moniece was like, "Now I got to whoop the bitch ass." And then lastly, Tierra, she tells us that she ain't got time for the shit with Cisco. But you know what? Amber motherfucking Diamond called her and told her that she wanted to meet with her. So Tierra is going to meet with her and kind of hear her out. Okay. I thought that shit was real shady that they met at a pool and Amber has a beautiful body and Tierra still, Tierra's not fat, but Tierra has her, her issues and, just for Tierra to have to sit there across this beautiful girl with this beautiful body and she's the one that's talking about fucking her man and Tierra sitting there with her t-shirt and jeans on or whatever. I was just like, girl, you ain't got the upper hand on this one. They sit down and talk and Amber was, Tierra was just like, it's clear that he was playing both of us. And Amber does agree that he was playing both of them, yet and still Amber ain't letting Cisco go. And Tierra was like, "Bitch, do you understand that he was messing around with both of us at the same time?" Yeah, that's semantics. She was like, "He messed with you, then he would come on back to the hotel and mess with me. So really, it wasn't at the same time per se." The girl says that she's been staying at the hotel with Cisco, the whole time that he's been in Los Angeles. So, you want to hear what he says to me because he says totally different shit to me that he says to you. You can come on by the damn hotel. And Tierra was like, "You know what, bitch, I just might do that. You stupid. Okay, but I'm still gonna come by and listen to see what, what the fuck's going on." So Tierra take it on down there. Amber and Cisco in the bed in the hotel. She just, they in the bed, she kissing on them and whatnot. And the doorbell rings and it is Tierra. So Amber gets up and, she lets her in. And then she was just like, "Cisco, we got company." I was like, "Bitch, you just gonna set him up like that?" That motherfucker come out. He got kiss marks all over his fucking head. I said, "Mona, bitch." You had some fucking stamps back there. Just put her like one here, one here, one here. She was just like, "Nigga, you got kiss marks all over your fucking face. Like you couldn't even wipe your face off." You know how stupid he looked out there? I said, "Girl, y'all be killing me on this show." So they start talking, all three of them. Tiara says, so you've been seeing both of us, okay? And you've been telling her one thing and telling me another thing. She was like, I'm just through with this shit, okay? She ready to leave. Right when she walking out, Cisco calls out after her, Tiara, wait. The Amber was like, oh, so you gonna stop this bitch? Okay, you gonna stop this bitch while you been here with me all this time? And he was just like, listen, we just started messing around, you know, recently, and I don't really like you like that, okay? In Cisco's very small defense, he never has told that girl he liked her like that, okay? Remember, he was like, he just having fun. He didn't tell her that either, but he surely didn't tell her that he loved her. All right, so he was just like, oh, you know, no, Tiara definitely has the upper hand in this. All right, so that had to make Tiara feel better. But when she saw him, and she was just like, okay, nigga ain't got no socks on, nigga, I ain't never seen your fucking feet. That reminded me of Baby Boy. Remember, she was just like, Magnum. Okay, well, at least you went all out. All I get is a trip to the fucking clinic. I love that movie. Oh, shit. That Tiara was like, nigga, you done did all this. So Cisco cuts it off with Amber. And I guess he's trying to work it out with Tiara. But Tiara's just like, you know, I am done with this shit. And she leaves. So I guess Cisco has lost both his girls. Alright, you guys, so let me get off of here. Did I seem distracted? Like, I feel distracted. So the video, you know, it might not be what it always is, or I try to make it be, because y'all, this flooding, and first of all, my heart goes out to all of my Houston rock stars especially, but all of the surrounding cities and counties that are being affected by the flooding out there. It is just horrible to see on the news and on social media and everything. So my prayers go out to all of my rock stars that are affected. You know, Joe is in Baton Rouge, and Louisiana is the next state to be hit. And while he's in Baton Rouge and not necessarily where they expected to be hardest hit, like, it's just, you know, I'm not worried like that, because we have a lot of family down there, and I know that people will be able to get to him. Plus, a lot of the rock stars out there, you know, I've been meaning to say, side note, that a shout out to Jazz out there in Southern, who just really looked out for Joe. A lot of people do things for, like, me and my family at times, and I don't necessarily always say thank you on video. I used to do it all the time, but I found that when you do things like that, people kind of feel like you are on the low trying to get other people to give to you as well. And that is never my intention. It's only just to say thank you. I know that most people are going to see it here, and that's why I do it. So I stopped doing that. But it doesn't mean that people still haven't done things for me, and I'm very thankful for it. You know, I mean, I'm just going to keep it real, you guys. I don't want you guys... it's always nice to get a gift. Now let me keep that clear. I ain't never gonna turn down a gift, but I don't need those things from you guys. What I need from you guys is to watch my videos. And if YouTube was working the fucking way it's supposed to work, okay, I would get all I needed from you guys watching my videos, okay? I have family, so if I ever got in a hole or dug into a hole and really needed some help, okay, my daddy ain't never gonna leave his girl high and dry. I'm talking about my real daddy in Los Angeles. So, you know, I did want to say to Jazz thank you, because, you know, she did look out for Joe. But back to what I was saying, because nigga done got off track, but it's been on my mind. I've been wanting to say that, but anyway, so I'm not super worried about Joe being down there like that, but it's like, it's unsettling, because, you know, I be most comfortable when my family is all together, and then we can face whatever the fucking problem is together. So when you have families strewn all across the United States and they got all these natural disasters, and you just can't put your hand on that person, then it is, you know what I mean? Like, I don't sit and worry about it like that, but like, I couldn't really sleep well last night because I kept waking up and I was thinking about it. And you call him and then he act like ain't shit going on, like he ain't worried about nothing, like you bothering him. So I'm just trying to deal with that. So that's why I'm just a little bit off today, but it's gonna be all right, you guys, because God got us. But man, seeing the devastation is really, really sad. Very, very sad. And my heart goes out to all the people out there. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna get off of here though. All right, Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.